Hi, my name is James Tran from Jim Patterson Lexus here in Victoria. Behind me here we have the 2020 RX 350 F Sport Series 2. This has been an upgrade from 2019. So with the 2020 coming in, they had some major outside changes. So they streamlined the headlights here, so they're a little bit smaller. And they added just some different grills here, so you can tell that it's a slightly different change here. With the F Sport series of RX, you'll have 20-inch F Sport wheels. You're going to have different front and rear bumpers, as well as some F Sport badging on the side here. If we come around back here, they actually changed the rear LED tail lights, and they have more of the L shapes in there, accenting the Lexus brand. Welcome to the inside of the 2020 RX. What changes they had in 2020 are they moved this infotainment screen closer to the driver. So now it is touchscreen, which is brand new for 2020. And now they have Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. They changed the center joystick to now a touchpad, so you don't have to touch a screen if you do not want to. You can slide across, which is nice here. So up on the screen here, I have some Google Play music going, and then you can have your Google Maps as well. What's nice, they opened up the container now to go fully open. Before, it only opened at a 75-degree angle. They have a nice spot for your cell phone up here. Nice little slot here. So if you end up getting the F Sport Series 3, it will have the Q wireless charging up front here. In this Lexus, we have the comfort exit. So when I shut the car off, it'll actually let myself out, so it's easier to leave the vehicle. And when I come in the vehicle, start the vehicle up, it moves back to the same position I was before. This car being in the F Sport trim, you're gonna have a slightly different gauge cluster here. So this one's gonna be the LCD display, and it has a multi-function display on the left-hand side, and it has your digital speedometer in the middle. It does switch from Eco mode to Sport mode, as well as has a Sport Plus mode. The Sport Plus mode will actually tighten the steering wheel. It's going to have a firmer damping on the suspension, and that's only offered in the F Sport. This vehicle does come standard with the Lexus safety system. It comes with your pre-collision, your radar cruise control, your lane departure, and now it will actually read pedestrians in low light conditions, which is new for the 2020 RX. The back seats of the RX offer lots of leg room. I'm roughly about 5'8". This is where my driving position is right now. So me getting in the back here, you have lots and lots of room for your passengers, as well as come standard with some heated rear seats. And the back does recline actually, so you can go further back for a nice relaxing drive. The center armrest, we have some cup holders, nice storage. So the RX comes with a power lift gate with an optional kick sensor that comes in the F Sport 3 trim level. This one here is F Sport 2, so you just press, opens up. Lots of cargo room here. There's actually some pull levers on the right hand side here that will fold the seats down manually. If this was an F Sport 3, that would be power. So we have a spare tire here, and we have some extra storage on the left hand side here to hold some bottles of water or emergency items which you need. It does come with both summer mats and all weather mats, which are installed in the car currently. Instead of the 40-60 traditional split seats, Lexus has opted to have a 40 here. We have a 20 right here, and then you can open this last 40 if you wanted to. So in this configuration here, this would make it great if you were traveling with two full-size adults and you want your skis in the middle here. The middle part folds down, which is nice for the longer items. You can fit a couple 2x4s maybe if you need to do some home improvements. So when you get behind the wheel of the 2020 RX, the changes that they've done to the suspension this year have been substantial. The car now drives a lot smoother and softer than it did before. That's with the help of the new sway bars. They're now hollow and larger versus the solid, thinner diameter ones previously. The windows in the RX are actually double pane, so there's actually two layers of glass that really cut out the outside noise. The steering wheel is actually quite nice around the hands. The F Sport is my favorite version of the steering wheel. If you have the luxury or the executive edition, they're going to have some really nice wood trim. Now in 2020, the heated steering wheel is the whole in circumference of the steering wheel, not just the sides. What's nice about the engine, it's the tried and true V6 3.5 liter. It has the 8 speeds, which shifts gears effortlessly. You're always in the right gear at any given moment. The seats are nice, soft, textured leather. It's kind of a faux leather, so it's not real leather, but the bolstering on the seats are actually foam. They're foam infused, so they don't wrap the seats around the foam. They actually infuse the foam in after, and so it actually holds up for a longer period of time, doesn't break down. If you opted for the F Sport 3 version of the car, it will have heads-up display, 360 cameras, as well as a panoramic sunroof, which this one just comes with a regular sunroof. What's nice about the RX, it's all-wheel drive, it's front-wheel drive bias, and so you have the economy of a front-wheel drive car, but when you lose traction, it will actually divert some of the power to the rear-wheel drive. There is actually a button in the center console here that will lock the differential 50-50, so split front to rear, and it will work up to about 40 kilometers an hour. So when you lock the differential, it's going to, in a situation, it'd be great when you're in sort of deep snow and you need traction at all 4 corners, and you can actually turn off the traction control so you can have a little bit of a spin situation and launch yourself out of any trouble if need be. In the 2020 RX, it will have remote start with live monitoring. You can be anywhere in the world and use your smartphone to unlock or start your vehicle. You can set boundaries. If you have a minor driving the vehicle, you can have speed limit settings that will automatically warn you when the vehicle exceeds that speed limit. If you're fuel conscious, this vehicle is offered in a hybrid drivetrain option. Okay guys, that wraps up our walk around of the 2020 RX 350 F Sport 2. Thanks for joining, and if you're in Victoria, come visit us at Jim Pattison Lexus.